Okay, hello. Today I thought I would play my own Super Mario World ROM hack called Sauna Mario World and make a little video of it for YouTube. Maybe do a little commentary and just have fun, I guess. I started making this in start of 2021 and finishing this hack took me almost 2 years because making ROM hacks is not very simple and it takes a lot of time, as I found out. Thanks everybody who has played this. I have enjoyed so much watching you play this and have fun and even maybe get frustrated at times. But yeah, let's start a new file, and as you can see, this game has a very profound story. Yoshi's sauna is very lackluster and Mario wants to find a better sauna. So right here you can go say hello to Yoshi. He's in his sauna. Come on Yoshi, this infrared stuff sucks. Is it really a sauna without any löyly? So yeah. Löyly is when you throw water on the extremely hot rocks in the sauna. In a Finnish sauna. And you get a lot of steam and it feels really good when it passes over you. And it makes you feel really good. That is kind of the point of the sauna. So at one point I went into an infrared sauna and it sucked. It was so terrible. Like it's just a bunch of heaters heating your skin up. That doesn't feel good. But apparently some people don't know better. I mean, if you enjoy that, then that's fine, but I don't. So let's go. So when I started making this ROM hack, I was pretty much a beginner at Super Mario World. And the first level evolved a lot from the initial version, because I was so bad at the game and I didn't know what I was doing and how things work. So I remade this level almost from scratch, like about 10 months into the level making. I think it's a good idea to put some extra effort into the first level to make it extra fun and snappy to play, which I hopefully did a good job at. I don't know. Some of these obstacles are maybe a bit difficult to read. So I could have done a bit better job. I don't know. I had a friend of mine who has never played Super Mario World play this level and it took him 3 hours.
Let's fucking go!
So at least it's beatable for a beginner, even though it could take a while. And yeah, the start of this is a bit inspired from Grump World 2, starting from like a Yoshi's cabana and going to the shore and stuff. And this is a pretty chill forest level with some throw blocks here and there. Actually, I think this is the only throw block in the level, but there we go. I don't know why so many people thought this was a secret or something, but yeah, it's nothing. All secrets are in pipes in this game, with a couple exceptions. You can see the background is in 2 layers, which I'm pretty proud of because that took a lot of work. The original background was in just 1 layer, and I transferred into 2 layers myself, which takes a lot of work. And this log tells you that there's no secret exits in this game because I was simply too lazy to make anything that complicated for my first ROM hack. I didn't have any ideas for switch balances or secret endings of the game or anything. And here we go, 3rd level. This was actually the 2nd level I made. But as all levels, this level went through a lot of different iterations. Especially after Slopcore played this ROM hack. He was my first tester. And he affected a lot, he affected the final product a lot, let's say that. First of all, I think the ROM hack was way too difficult at first, because when you play your own levels for months, you get really good at them, so they start to feel too easy. But I think if they feel easy to you, that's a good point to have the difficulty at. So yeah, these red fuzzies, that was my first custom sprite I made for this ROM hack. It's simply a double speed fuzzy, but it was quite fun to do a level with that. And I started to end each level with a transform, what's the word? With a transition to the next level. You can see that the next level is a lava level called Asphodel. Of course, a reference to Hades. So that's just a normal skull block platform, but I used a patch that changes all skull platforms into the game to be faster. That was the only solution I found to make a faster skull platform. I don't know, maybe there's a better way to do it now. And here we go. So this is my first vertical section. And making vertical sections is a pain in the ass, let's say that. Because the camera is a bitch in vertical sections. So I had to use a bunch of camera blocks that are invisible, that start and stop the camera movement. First time Slopcore tested this was a disaster pretty much. He talked me into making that a bit more playable. And that's a pretty huge ghost house. Suspirium. A bunch of my levels are named after movies. Of course, that's named after Suspiria. Because I like movies. So initially this level was just a normal 2-part level, but I found that I had too many obstacles for 2 parts, so I made them into 4 parts instead. I think that was a really good decision. These are a bit shorter rooms than most sections in the game, but maybe a bit trickier. That's the nice thing about making shorter sections, because you can make them trickier. This part is pretty fun. You have to watch out for that boo stream, and you And of course, some green beans is a healthy thing to have in a ROM hack. And here's the first troll of the game. You can get hit by that boo stream if you if you time that perfectly, so to speak. Ooh, okay. This part is maybe the hardest one to read in this level, but I think a lot of people got that in 3 or 4 attempts, so that's not too bad. Yeah, I like that level. Also, the music is great. I think that was an original song from somebody in Super Mario World Central. Fiery Fortress. So this little part at the start is just a introduction to 2 custom mechanics. I mean a key door and this chain that you can climb. That's not really custom, but it's nice to know that you can climb these chains. So yeah, this was my first layer 2 level. And it uses vanilla layer 2 thing. I like this part. It's... Oops! Oh, I threw that accidentally. Let's play that again. I think layer 2 is very fun to work with. When you have a movement like that, obstacles almost make themselves. When you just fit them to the movement. I don't know. And here I used some custom sideways thwomps that are very often seen in ROM hacks these days. But they are very simple to use and make for pretty fun obstacles. So that arrow tries to tell you to go left. But I see a lot of people got confused there. And watch out for the spike. Oh no! And this is not a secret, it's just a decoration. That was kind of a last minute addition to the level. To tell you that there's a boo boss coming. And that's a crazy homing thwomp. Which makes this a bit more interesting than just a basic boo boss. Well, it's still a basic boo boss, but... yeah. I think that bosses should be pretty easy in Kaizo, because nobody wants to fight bosses for 10 minutes. Unless it's a really cool, custom boss, then it's fine. But I have never liked a boss in a Kaizo game myself. So yes, some more lore. Also, that egg is saying I'm an egg for some reason. And this is everybody's favorite level. And I'm very proud of making that animated block jump. That was also made in the last days of production. And shoutouts to Megascott for making that block graphics. Originally, I just added the jump animation and the legs and the shadow, but yeah, it was a fun little project trying to make that animation. So yeah, this level has Super Mario Bros. 3 blocks that jump around. And some moving music in the background. The reason why I said that this is everybody's favorite level is because this was pretty difficult in the first version of the game. But I made some changes to make it a bit easier. And some people got caught by that part, but not many. Also, nobody likes autoscrollers, so of course I put an autoscroller here. You know, I just wanted to try an autoscroller. I think this was pretty successful, but a lot of people seem to hate this part also. Mostly because of the end, which can be a little confusing. Like, you really can't first try this section blind. And there we go. Orb. And at one point of the like 1.2 or something, you could actually die in that end of the level if you grab the orb like too late. So the autoscroll pushes you a little forward, making you fall to the pit. I saw that happen to a streamer and I was like, what? How did that happen? So I had to go fix that. I'm pretty sure I fixed that. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, after that autoscroll level, I wanted to make a simple, fun platforming level, and that's what this is. Nothing too crazy going on in this level, just jumping fishes and dolphins and spinies and stuff. And if you do this, you get hit by a fish. That's the roughest troll I made into the game. And the fish kind of came back to troll me in 1.4 because I didn't intend for it to spawn in this section. And I changed something slightly in 1.4, and sometimes the fish spawns now like that. Sometimes it doesn't. And that's a thing I'd like to fix in a patch, but I don't want to make moderators like play through this again for just that. And here we go, Dinosaur Grotto. So I have a bunch of portraits in this game in pipes. So let me show you this one. It's Barbaros King, one of my inspirations to start making levels in Sauna Mario World. So yeah, that room is pretty silly. And this level is all about Rexes and bats. Also these red platforms go back up. So I tried to use those three things to make fun obstacles. Also Roblox. This level has pretty long sections for this hack, I think. Yeah. And P-speed. I think this is like the only place in the hack where you have to, where you need P-speed. There we go. I like how this level flows, but this section got a lot of people wondering what they are supposed to do. But I made a small patches to it in 1.2, 3 and 4. Make it a bit easier maybe. And yeah, here's an orb, but I want to show you something. There's a pretty funny secret. I'm gonna go right here. I saw 2 people find this on Twitch. Just Cook and GG Madman. And I think GG Madman is the only player who actually got the joke of this room. So I'm happy that he found this. It's a kind of a Finnish meme. And I made it obscure to find and pretty difficult to find. Because it's not supposed to, like, make everybody laugh. It's just a silly secret. So you can respawn bullets like that, and there's a pipe right here. And that's... He's a visiting star, yeah. That's a very stupid joke, and it's a reference to a Finnish YouTuber's friend. Which is quite well known in Finnish circles. And Brittle Bridge. Now we're heading like into the end game of the game. Almost. Well, maybe not yet, but this level is pretty straightforward and fun. I tried to alternate between like tricky levels and straightforward levels. I think that's a pretty good idea. You can hold jump in most parts of the like spinning sections here. I'm also quite proud of making that wooden bridge graphic. It's a slightly edited version of the vanilla one. Oh, no, no. I think it looks good with the spikes. And the ropes like hanging onto the bridge. I'm not very talented at making graphics, but I put some effort into details where I thought it needed work. And here we go. Also that shadow on that pole is also custom made. I think it looks pretty good. It's like a round shadow. There's a lot of details you catch only if you have made ROM hacks yourself, I think. Like when you have to work so hard on details yourself, you start appreciating all the small details in hacks that people make. So yeah, Brittle Bridge broke and it fell Mario into the water. That's kind of the idea here. That animation took me like 2 hours to make. So yeah, here we go. Bowser's Sauna. Bowser keeps his sauna way too hot. Cool off in water every once in a while or die. This is not the last level, but it's a Bowser's Sauna, let's say that. So there's steam in the air that's too hot, and when Mario gets close to dying from the heat, you see a exclamation point over his head like that. So you have to go to the water at that point. And you have to go into that pipe. You can go straight into the pipe, but it's quite tight. There we go. Checkpoint. I saw one streamer die here to the fish before getting the checkpoint. That is one of my favorite deaths I've seen in this game. Water in the ceiling, why not? So I got the idea for this level while I was in the sauna a few summers ago. At that point I didn't have like an idea of what to call the game yet. But then I got the idea like Super Sauna World. Yeah, that's kind of unique, isn't it? I want to do that. And water. And let's go. Well, this sauna clearly isn't for Mario. Who has fish in their sauna anyway? So this was my loose way of trying to make the lore of this game work and have a reason to continue after this. And I think this is pretty fun boss. It's mainly like a platforming boss. You just have to throw things at the boo at times. I used to have a Resnor fight here, but Slopcore hated that fight, so I changed it to a boo fight. I think that was for the better. And here we go. We have a water level next. And the name is Serna because there's a water park called Serna in Finland. Having a swim after a hot sauna is a must. It feels like the cold water heals your wounds. Let's go. I tried to make a fun, easy water level. But there are some parts to this level that are maybe not entirely good. It's a 3-section level, so that was maybe a mistake. I should have just gotten rid of the second part, maybe. Some people hated this level, it seems. But I enjoy playing through it. And here you have to kind of get the right cycle to get into the pipe. And this part right here is supposed to teach you that on-off switches are on a timer now. So it goes on and off by itself. I mean, it goes off by itself. So every time you press a switch, you are on a slight timer. And yeah, this is the second part I was talking about. This is not like the best part ever. But it's also quite quick to get through if you know what you are doing. And this part I love, personally. I just had to make a third part because I love the idea of sideways smashing layer 2 in a water level. By the way, making a sideways smash work the way you want is so much work. You have to work with UberASM files and a lot of hex numbers and stuff. And there we go. And here's one secret that a lot of people found. You can decide if you want to kill Yoshi or not. I didn't have a Yoshi level in this game, so I wanted to put Yoshi somewhere. And again, after a tricky, boring water level, we have a straightforward platforming level now. Oops. And that background took me a lot of work, as did most backgrounds in the game. But maybe, yeah, let me show you the original one. So it's very bright and I don't know. I had to make a lot of changes to that to make it the way I want. And yep, I got some shell stuff in this level, which is what I tried to avoid using in most levels in the game. And you can see the red platforms do a comeback in this level also. I've never been good at shell jumps, so... And a lot of people say that they are bored of shell jumps. So I tried to make, like, do other stuff than shell jumps in the game. In this level I explored some shell setups. And I think they are pretty fun if you, like, don't do just basic shell jumps. And also that end part with the shell and the falling Koopa, that took a lot of iterations to make it work and actually readable. And now you see we reached the pipe that the bridge was like heading to, but it collapsed. And here's the final area, our outskirts. This is a difficult level if you are bad at riding saws, probably. It's also a bit tighter than previous levels. And this part is pretty difficult to read for some people, which I understand. I tried my best to make like unique setups wherever I could. So that sometimes leads to bad readability. And I think this is pretty fun. So you have to get ahead of that saw, then jump onto it, go over and jump onto it again. I like that one. Oh shit, oh shit. There we go. And here you can see the background is like the night is turning into a morning. That was my idea with the backgrounds at this part. And here the sun is starting to rise. And this is the final tower. So it's pretty subtle, but in each room the background is a little brighter. Magic orb lies on top of this tower. Touching it will teleport you to where your heart desires most. Originally I didn't word that quite so eloquently, but I sent all text boxes to my friend Poetry Stud, who suggested some edits to the sentences. And yeah, in this level we have a screen wrap, as you can see, which makes for quite funny obstacles. Also, this level has 3 URSM files combined in the screen wrap sections. So thanks to Third Wall for telling me about those patches I could use. This part is actually like the most tricky part of the game, I think. You actually have to throw and catch shells in this part, which is not what I did in most levels. And let's go check the pipe. This is a castle, isn't it? There are tapestries. So yeah, that's Harrison Ford in Indiana Jones 3. Each one of these rooms has a different quote from that movie or that scene. It's a very stupid scene with Indiana Jones pretending to be a Scottish lord. And that's where the level's name comes from. Tapestry Tower. Oh, that pipe entry is so stressful. And this part is one of my favorites in the game. It just flows so good. You can just keep moving throughout the section. And... Okay, so you're supposed to go in that pipe, but you can go even more up and you don't die. And here's Pooh, whose Tram World speedruns a long time ago were my introduction to Kaizo. Thanks, Pooh. Yeah, that was like 2017 or 18. That was when I first got into watching Kaizo on Twitch. So yeah, this is top of the tower. I used a Super Metroid soundtrack here, which is I think a good choice because it's ominous and has a nice ambience to it, I guess. So yeah, remember the text box that said that you have to touch a magic orb at the top of the tower. Here it is. Oh no! So yeah, this is the last boss of the level, so to speak. This has a horizontal wrap. So what goes down in the screen comes back up from up. And I'm pretty proud of this section. It's so much fun, and that part kills everybody at least once. I didn't have a good idea for like last boss in the game, and making a custom boss is a lot of work that I'm not good at. So I thought about just making a fun platforming section to the end. Oh shit! So you can catch the orb early, but you will hit lava if you do. At least that's what I tried to do. So you can't just get the orb in the first obstacles. But at this point you can catch it and win the game. And that's it. GG. That's where the obstacles end in the level. It's so much fun watching people try to catch that orb in the end, and everybody wonders like, how far does the level go? But yeah, GG. That was my hack. Based on Super Mario World by Nintendo. No shit. Yeah, there's my inspirations for level design. And playtesters who were great help in figuring out stuff and making sections actually playable. And the screen transitions are timed with the music. That might go a little too far into the details, but I like that idea. I tried to make it work. So yeah, of course I used like hundreds of assets when making this game. Like all the sprites, backgrounds, ASM, patches. So these are all the people who worked on the stuff I used when making this. Thanks so much, everybody. And you can read my special thanks. And here's finally the sauna. Finally, Mario can enjoy a proper sauna. Thanks for playing. And I actually made that bucket of water graphic myself. That was like the most original graphics I made in the game, that one bucket of water. And these glowing rocks are from like Yoshi's Island background. And everybody I see play this jumps into the rocks to see if they die. Of course they kill you. So yeah, this is kind of a fun thing I thought about including, because why not? You can go play the title screen, which is not made for playing, but you can go do that if you want. I can show it. I'm not good at using cape, by the way. Oh, there's a Kaiser block right there. So yeah, when I made the title screen, Mario always moves in a specific way in title screen. And you can change how Mario moves in the title screen. I think many people nowadays make Mario like just be still. But I thought about trying to make a fun looking like level that Mario plays automatically with the original movement. Fuck. So that's what I did. And you can exit this from that way. And for some reason I wanted to put the original level 1 into the game. This was the first level I ever made. And you can see it's a lot simpler than what I came up with afterwards. It has a lot of stalling and waiting for things to line up. And mostly it's holding jump. So it's not a great level. But it's also not that bad for my first ever level, I think. Oh, it's been a while since I played this actually. When you first start making levels, it's so weird, like you have to figure out how everything works, and There's a lot of quirks in how sprites work in this game. And you eventually learn all those quirks when you make sections. And I also have all portraits here. I have Slopcore, who was a playtester, and Third Wall, who was an inspiration and he helped me with some ASM, and Laser Belch, who's a streamer that I enjoy watching, and Barb. Oh, you can go back here, that's actually a new thing. Just Cook, and Tofu. It's a secret! And Orca. I used to watch Orca during the day a lot, but he doesn't stream anymore regularly. And these you already saw. Oh shit, I forgot there's like an extra secret portrait there, but you need cape for it. Maybe I can show it because like people are not gonna find it without help anyway. So you get the cape here, and you go to the very end of this series of pipes when you reach the poo room. It's very obscure to find this. But yeah, the pipe seems to go forever, but it actually ends there. So this is a last minute super secret I included into the game. And one person has found it on stream. And I think I tipped him off about it. And it's Jimmy Lightning from Peggle. The ultimate secret. So yeah, if you don't know, I'm a Peggle speedrunner. More than a level maker. And Jimmy Lightning is a funny guy from Peggle. Actually, I'm being a bit too humble. I'm a world record holder of Peggle. So yeah, that's everything. Making this ROM hack was really fun, as I said. And I'm working on a sequel. I started making levels for a sequel at the start of this year. And I have been slowly making progress on Sauna Mario 2. I can give you a sneak peek of that. It's still work in progress. I have like 7 or 8 levels. And I've been working on this quite a lot lately actually, because it's fun. I don't know if I should show any of these. Maybe the first level I can show. ROM hack I'm working on next. I think it's gonna be called Sauna Mario World 2, but I don't know how to tie it into Sauna Mario World 1 or like what's the overarching theme of the hack or anything. But I just enjoy making levels. And at some point I'm gonna have a finished ROM hack. Maybe next year, maybe the year after. And there we go. That's level 1 or something, I don't know. Okay, I think that's it. Thanks for watching. And thanks for playing my ROM hack. Everybody who played. Oh shit, what's happening in the overworld? Okay. See you.